Hello and welcome back to Ratchet and Clank 2 with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Poogie. So we are here at the Megacorp HQ on the final planet in the game. So yeah, and this is where things really get tough because here we will have to use, for the last time actually, the Hypnomatic, and this is indeed easily the toughest area to deal with the receiver bots because of the time limit, really, and also the reach of their receivers and everything. So yeah, if you do destroy a receiver bot, it will respawn, just like with, dare I say, the micro bots as before. So yeah, that isn't a problem. Shooting the Protopets with the receiver bots, honestly, is fun though. Seriously. So much so that, yeah, I think this is my favourite part of the level, actually. It gets a bit slower once we get inside, however. And a lot harder as well. Let's just put it that way. So, yeah. Well, you can even gun down the troopers fairly easily as well. Once you reach that switch there, a couple of swing shot targets will appear, and we can easily get across that way. And now we're back to the, dare I say, maze mechanic from Blackwater City. Oh boy, yeah. And it's even harder now because we're having to deal with Protopets as well as the robotic troopers who are, who we did see before back in, I believe, Planet Dobbo. That's it, Planet Dobbo. So yeah. Thankfully they don't have the, thing. I have also now bought the Bouncer. Good weapon, especially at close range. In close spaces, it will decimate a lot of enemies. Seriously, it is that good of a weapon. That is why I want to get it. Eventually, it will level up into the Mega Bouncer and will create even bigger bombs than it does now. Seriously, the smaller bombs do enough damage anyway, seriously. As for troopers, is best used on multiple numbers of them. On one is kind of wasted, I know, but still a decent weapon otherwise. Seriously, I did actually play this game in challenge mode, and I was able to buy the other weapon that costs so much, namely the hover bomb gun, but I'm not going to get it now. So yeah, another thing of note, my synthenoids are now killernoids, so apparently they do more damage. So yeah, also am I also glad for the existence of the mini rocket tube as well, because even though these tanks do take quite a beating, it's still fun to deal with anyway. So yeah, eventually I will have to switch over to the thing. Mini rocket tube? Yeah, it's the only weapon I have at the moment that will do so. The problem is with these tanks is that their fire can knock Ratchet off those smaller platforms, which is not so great. There are still troopers to deal with, however, and another tank in the rear. So yeah, this is what I mean by things getting harder. We haven't even gone inside Megacorp HQ yet. We will have to soon, however. So yeah, mini rocket tube. Although now I'm out of synthenoid, killernoids. So yeah, maybe not so great there. But there we go. I'm going to use the mini turret glove just to snipe at those annoying troopers, and then I can get decimated in terms of health. Seriously. Because the next checkpoint we will have to get to is deep inside Megacorp HQ. Seriously. And these guys won't stop, seriously. I suppose I could try and sneak by them, but with one unit of health, one small unit of health in the top left corner there, I daren't do that. Seriously. Okay, so let's go to the meteor gunner. Why am I not locking on? You can actually lock onto the troopers. It isn't a problem or anything like that. Seriously, you can actually lock on to those robotic troopers. Anyway, in here we have our continue point. And indeed, if we go over here, we will see another receiver bot. So yes, so we will use the Hypnomatic once again. And indeed what I want to do with the receiver bot is make my way over to the switch. There is another receiver bot if I run out of time. And maybe blast all the enemies as much as I can. So yeah. Once I have done some damage, I can easily get another receiver bot and do that. Yes, I do want to kill all the enemies first, because in here, I believe, is a teleporter, which is necessary to get to the inner sanctum, is it, of the Megacorp HQ. There's one more trooper there, and he respawns as well. This is annoying. Yeah, we don't want to go back to Snivelac. Anyway, that switch there at the back where the troopers are spawning from is where we want to go in order to reveal the teleporter that will take us to the inside of Megacorp HQ. So yeah, and if you try and go after the troopers, they will just keep respawning ad nauseum. Seriously, so where the hell is the thing? Well, in here, that's for sure. Seriously, I'm running out of time. I've already pressed the button, and yeah. And apparently, even if you blow up the thing there, yeah. And I'm just wasting hypnomatic thing there, seriously. The all I can say is it's not over here. Though it seems all the enemies remain defeated. Okay, well in that case, let's go back on ourselves, I think, and head back through here. And actually, the actual teleporter is to the left of where we were. So, in this area is the inside of Megacorp HQ, and oh boy, is it huge, absolutely huge. So, thankfully there's a Megacorp weapon vendor, and no matter how many times you die here, you will get sent back to the very beginning. That's what I mean by very hard. There's some troopers here, and so I want to bring in the mini turret glove and the bouncer, of course. It is not crying out for Dominique! Dominique! Yeah, seriously. Go shove yourself there, Sion. Anyway, that being said, let's go through here and indeed go. Ouch. Yeah, these troopers are very annoying because they can shoot you in the back. Of course. There are also plenty of electrolyzer and infiltrator puzzles in here to open the doors, and that makes this area very annoying as well. We will come over here and we will see we will need to use the dynamo on these rotating platforms. And they rotate very, very slowly indeed. Seriously. Because as soon as we approach it with the dynamo... that's not the dynamo, I did not put it in my quick select, so let's quickly do that. Or equip it, that works. So yeah, in fact we will need to use the dynamo quite a bit. These platforms move very, very slowly and are very, very narrow. Yeah, seriously, even with the Killanoids, these troopers can knock you off. Either that or you can do the job yourself, I suppose. Okay then, we're back. So, indeed, blast the living crap out of those troopers, I guess, with the mini turret, the mini rocket tube, should I say. So yeah, you can actually get quite a bit of bolts here. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many times you blast these guys, you can easily get a load of bolts. And no, I am not upgrading my armor. Definitely not. I've had enough of that. Well, unless... Actually, I did upgrade Ratchet's armor. Though not to the most recent one, I'm afraid. Seriously. I'm trying to save some bolts. I did try and go for the hover bomb gun, but... I don't wanna. Anyway, over here... some more troopers. And the first of many doors here, we will have to use either an infiltrator or electrolyzer puzzle here. So yes, and you can get hit by the troopers while you are doing this because Ratchet is so vulnerable. Seriously, so I want to blast them as quickly as possible. As for the tank, yeah, it's probably best that I get rid of that as well. And you too. Don't you hit me, you... apparently they can hit you from above. No, I don't want to be shot in the back, thank you. Okay, so... How dare you respawn behind me, you crazy... Iron Man rip-offs. Seriously. How dare you? Seriously. All I can say is yeah, I suck. That being said, I want to reload. Apparently I do. Which is not that great, to be honest, but yes, they can respawn behind you. Right then, let's try this again with feeling. And I am worried about the hell about that annoying rotating platform. So yeah, I know I do not have the patience to add it to my quick select. Even though it does pause, unlike in Ratchet and Clank 1, I don't give a damn. I am trying to get to the other side without being blasted by a bunch of troopers. So yeah, and this time I have done the electrolyzer puzzle off screen. In fact, I even went forward with the thing. And the annoying thing about these smaller platforms here is that the Protopets can easily climb up. Seriously, their metabolism is that even a word? I don't know. But their small bodies allow them to get up there. Yeah, party pants boogie indeed. Okay, so there is another tank in the right-hand corner there. So I want to blast it with the vaporizer. Why not? Your Dalek head is grass, in my opinion. Don't get it, don't rhyme. Yeah. And I am the bloody lawnmower. Okay, that being said, let's grab these thing, and there's one more tank on the other side. So yeah. So I want to let's see, use the mini rocket tube? Yeah, mini rocket tube most definitely. Blast it to, well, wherever come. There is also a little panel here where you can take some cover from the blast from that annoying tank. So yeah, and once you've destroyed it, another swing shot target will appear, and we can get to the other side, thank goodness. And then over here we have a rather large platform, which we can only activate after doing another puzzle. It's another electrolyzer puzzle, so yeah. In all, there's actually only 2 of them. I was lying, I guess. So yeah, and so, with that said, let's indeed do the electrolyzer puzzle. It is located not on the platform, because we can't make it move. An icon would appear and say that they wouldn't to press the triangle button, that's it. So yeah, so now let's do the electrolyzer puzzle. This is the last one in the game, by the way. So yeah, still pretty tough, but nothing we can't handle really, just as long as you watch where the electrodes are actually going, of course. So yes, I still do prefer this to the god-awful other one, Trespasser, that's it. I'm just so used to flipping the connectors very quickly in some cases, especially in this one case, since the electrodes move very, very quickly indeed. Anyway, that being said, we're done with that. So, with that said, we can now use the platform and take it over to the next area, where we will run into a bunch of enemies, seriously. Apparently there's a grind rail above us, along with a nanotech upgrade as well. Not that we need it, we can easily get the thing. I'm going to deploy the bouncer here because there are cratefuls of protopets, and they will go down very easily to the scatter shot style of the bouncer, seriously. And then, well, load more troopers there, and I can't get the bouncer's ball to actually get up there, seriously, which I do want to do because these guys are a pain in the ass, seriously. Vaporizer maybe, but no, not really. It's not easy to take cover in this situation, so no. I'm better off with the meteor gun, seriously. So indeed, let's use the meteor gun to pretty much bring them down to size. And there is another tank in the background there. Very annoying, yes. However, that tank just blasted one of them with friendly fire. Seriously. That is a thing. Apparently, Fizzwidget knows we're here. Yeah. How about that? He's trying to keep his precious killer Furby from causing any more, or from, well, let's just put it this way, from letting us destroy it, basically. So yeah, so blow up these guys, and with the bouncer, yeah, there's enough space to do so, in my opinion. Seriously, either that or just go straight across the bridge. That guy's just running in fear now, seriously.
This is it, the Protopet duplication room.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had some trouble with the guards.
No problem. You're just in time. Okay, let's see if this thing works.
She is trying to tell us something.
Bye now. Enjoy the hygienator. Remember, you bought it from Steve. Steve McCork. Indeed. Now that I've sold my 1 millionth hygienator, I can finance the comeback of the greatest superhero who ever lived, Captain Quark! All I need now is a new galaxy with a new fan base, so I can rescue them from a new disaster!
But
Sir, I do not understand.
Mr. Fizzwidget?
This is bad.
All right, just what the is going on?
Allow me to explain. I'm about to save the galaxy from the Protopets, and you are about to become public enemy #1! Oh, and 2 and 3. Guards, seize them! Smile, it's showtime! Citizens of Bogon, I am Captain Quark. I come to you in this, your darkest of hours, to shine the flashlight of justice on your galaxy.
flashlight of justice? Oh,
As you know, a living menace called the Protopet has been set loose in your galaxy. But fear not, Bogonites. I, Captain Quark, have caught the perpetrators. Yes, good citizens, these are the masterminds behind Megacorp's experiment with death. And now, with this, super electro gadget I invented, I will end the Protopet threat once and for all.
That's my Elixamorph. I invented.
Ahem. Stay tuned, dear viewers, as I amplify the signal from this helixo thingy and render every Protopet in the galaxy completely harmless. Allow me to demonstrate. Mommy!
does that Helixamorph actually work?
It used to. I could probably fix it.
Come on, Clank. Let's get it back.
Yeah, you thought you were fighting Captain Quark, but no. It was actually the original Protopet. Now supersized thanks to Quark's idiocy in using a gadget that he doesn't know how to use. Anyway, that being said, this was all a setup by Quark. Seemingly, he was Abercrombie Fizzwidget all the time, it seems. So yeah, That being said, we are facing the giant Protopet, and what he will firstly do is roll around the arena and try and squash Ratchet, which is very annoying because he can take off quite a bit of nanotech. Then it will try and gobble up whatever ammo is left, and it depends which ammo he does. Here he's sending out a bunch of missiles, so it's kind of similar in a way to how we fought, certainly the third phase of Chairman Drek. Seriously, and I didn't think I'd be bringing that up, but yeah, he can be poisoned with the acid mod as well. Seriously, not for very long though, as he is the final boss. But the acid mod does work. He will also respawn a bunch of miniature Protopets, at which point I do wish to use the mini turret glove. Keep in mind that his rolling attack will crush the mini turrets, as well as after he gets off, I think about a third of his health taken off, he will start pounding the ground and eventually breaking it. That will also destroy your mini turrets as well. So yeah, all the while what will happen is that the troopers, who seemingly did not run in fear of this gigantic menace, actually try and blast the giant Protopet. Well, they can stop the menace to the galaxy, so to speak. So yeah, keep in mind that the troopers can also shoot at you, of course, as well. So that isn't great. And eventually, yeah, he will start pounding the ground yet again. And down we go. In the last area, we will also have to deal with some tanks circling the area. So yeah, and they can also damage the Protopet as well. Seriously, I probably don't want to use too much of the mini turret glove because of the thing. Using the bouncer is an option if he's not rolling around, because the problem with the bombs it sets off is that it does actually, cause some trouble. Eventually he will also spawn fireballs. Seriously, that's something that I don't think even Chairman Drek did, but it is something Spike and the bosses anyway of I want to be careful there, because Buzz is also the name of certainly the UK name of a certain Ape Escape character. Seriously. But that being said, yeah, there is also a Megacorp weapon vendor here if you want to get more ammo, and it's certainly worth it if you do, because yeah, and to imagine Quark actually is still the egotistical idiot he was in say the first Ratchet and Clank game, and still still somewhat, though that does explain why Fizzwidget could not speak, or should I say proper English, or should I say made up completely different English words, seriously, but or use completely different English words, seriously, but yeah, he was Quark all along. But that being said, yeah, the giant Protopet is annoying. Again, I don't know if in this game we have the Insomniac bug we had in Spyro 3. Speaking of which, it's not in the there's a reignited version of Spyro 3, so yeah, but I think he is actually in this game as well as the other Ratchet games. But, yeah, I'll have to look that up. Anyway, that being said, here we go again. And yes, it is somewhat satisfying to see the giant Protopet at least running over the thing. Maybe not so running over the mini turrets, because they can be annoying. Where's he coming now? Well, he's going to swallow this bomb. Yeah, okay, so more fireballs. Again, they can easily be avoided by strafing. And thankfully, with the mini rocket tube, I am easily decimating his HP. This may well be, for me, the easiest Ratchet and Clank boss in the PS2 games, at least. Seriously. Or final boss, at least, because he doesn't have that many phases compared to Chairman Drek and the boss we will fight in Ratchet and Clank 3. Anyway, down goes the giant Protopet. So let's see if the Helixomorph works then.
You did it! It's okay. This is the real Mr. Fizzwidget. Quark had him tied up in a supply closet all this time.
Gentlemen, you have my most profound gratitude.
It was nothing, sir. I'm just sorry we couldn't get the Helixomorph back. Right. What do you suppose is wrong with it?
I don't know. It could take months of research and...
The battery isn't backwards.
Oops. Imbecilic to the very last. Down, boy.
I just have to amplify the device with Megacorp's TV transponders, and that should cure the other Protopets.
Clank? Uh-oh. It's okay. I can fix her. I promise.
So, what do you like to do for fun? Oh, my goodness.
So, whatever happened to Quark?
I heard he was working at Megacorp.
So, you fellas new here? You boys should sign up for the new Probomatic. That little baby cleans you something fierce. I just got done testing the full body Waxinator. I am personally sporting a smooth chassis, and there are no tags on my luggage. All right then. Catch you later.
Subject 23A, please report immediately for crotchetizer testing.
Well, duty calls. All right, fellas, nice and tight now. So you tested this, right? Oh, wait, that's why I'm here. Oh, one more thing.
Welcome back to Behind the Hero. Tonight's heroes are the duo who recently